wanna be better. I wanna be braver. I wanna be greater. I wanna be stronger than
Siamo su Wally Power 58 presentato.
We're on board the Wally Power 58, which is presented at the Monaco Grand Prix and at the Venice Boat Show. It's a very modern boat that has its roots in two iconic models of the Wally brand, the Wally Power 118 and the Wally Tender, which were presented between 2002 and 2003.
Questo 58 è la barca che assomiglia, che riprende I canoni estetici di quei.
This 58 is the boat that resembles and echoes the aesthetic canons of those early designs, especially the iconic 118 boat, which was also featured in movies such as The Island, where it was imagined by the leading actor.
Wally Power 58 è sostanzialmente un day cruiser.
Wally Power 58 is basically a day cruiser, but it can also be used as a tender for larger units, meaning large pleasure boats. Overnight, it can accommodate a couple or even two, depending on the interior layout, while during the day it can host from 12 to 16 people.
12-16 persone. E come su tutti I Wally e su tante barche che hanno ripreso.
As on all Wally models and on many other boats that have taken up this concept, the sides can be opened. This gives great spaciousness to the aft area, which becomes great for bathing but also to entertain.
Una zona su cui si è lavorato molto è questo divano che può ospitare 4.
An area that has been greatly upgraded is the sofa, which can accommodate 4 people. It can be a sun deck or a sofa protected by an awning. Protection from the sun is now a mandatory feature on any boat. The awning, when not in use, remains stashed under the sofa itself. The awning that you can see here is electro-hydraulic and can be kept open up to a speed of 20 knots. There are 2 other manual awnings for the shade, one at the bow and one at the stern, which are stretched on carbon poles. Inside the superstructure, there is air conditioning.
Il tavolo naturalmente di carbonio.
The table, which of course is made of carbon, is coated with an anti-slip paint and, although at times it is not in use, it has edges that prevent objects from falling.
Qui sotto
Below here, there is a hob with 2 burners and a sink.
tanto carbonio anche nel posto di pilotaggio, cruscotto monolitico.
There is a lot of use of carbon in the cockpit area as well. There's a monolithic moulded dashboard and great instruments to control the whole boat. The seats are the result of a special study. The carbon backrest absorbs the blows of navigation in a controlled manner.
Durante la navigazione o all'ancora, quando c'è un po' di vento.
During navigation or at anchor, when there is a bit of wind, you can control the airflow through the opening on the top.
Tanti particolari che contano anche.
At the bow, there are many outstanding details as well. Cushions for sunbathing, and the anchor, which, as on every Wally, is hidden during navigation.
Ed ecco un altro elemento della tecnologia.
Here another element of the Wally technology, the one-piece windshield with only 2 side pillars. Guys, here we have the Wally shower of all showers. It's not your usual hand shower head with perhaps the hose that easily breaks. This is an actual, real shower.
Ed eccoci sotto coperta in questa versione.
We are now below deck. In this version we have a large double cabin forward with a dedicated bathroom and a separate shower.
Un altro bagno qui a centro barca, dedicato ovviamente agli ospiti.
Another bathroom amidship for the guests that come on board every day, and this living area with 2 large sofas.
Questa parte della barca può essere dedicata.
This area of the boat can be set up for an additional double cabin or as the captain's cabin.
Come far vivere l'esterno senza.
How can you bring the outside view of the inside but without creating a hole on the side for a window? Well, thanks to a resin-coated camera on the side that displays the image of what's on the outside onto this big screen.
Una delle idee di Wally, la barca...
This is one of Wally's ideas to keep the boat structurally intact, solid and lightweight, yet granting the possibility of enjoying the view from the inside.
Eccoci in navigazione, siamo a Porto Vecchio.
We are sailing. We are in Porto Venere on the Ligurian coast. You may recognise it. Wally Power 58 has the typical Wally hull, which we all know very well, meaning it is an ultra-deep hull, yet smooth against the waves, though still ensures great performance.
Motori sono 3 IPS Volvo, in questo caso...
We have Volvo IPS engines. In this case, there are 3 IPS 800 for an overall thrust of 1,800 horsepower. That's 600 horsepower per engine. The standard equipment is with the IPS 700, meaning 550 horsepower on each engine.
È stata scelta la tripla motorizzazione per avere una sala macchine un pochino più compatta.
The choice of triple engines is based on having a slightly more compact engine room. The D8s are slightly smaller than the higher range engines and guarantee a better balance to the boat and also performance, as well as optimization of fuel consumption, better maneuverability and many other things.
Ovviamente esiste il joystick per la manovra. L'assetto in navigazione viene controllato.
Obviously, to steer the boat, there's also the joystick. The trim in navigation is controlled by an automatic system with Humphrey interceptors, as we've already seen on other Wally boats.
Da aggiungere alle dotazioni tecniche quando si sta all'ancora, ma anche in navigazione.
A must nowadays to add to the technical equipment when at anchor, but also when sailing, is the gyroscopic stabilizer, and then of course a generator for onboard services. Now, let's navigate towards the Tino Island, which is a mythical place for any sailor in the Tyrrhenian Sea. A landmark with lots of wonderful panoramic views.
Ed eccoci che cominciamo a dare gas. Adesso stiamo navigando a 10 nodi.
And here we are. Let's start giving some gas. We are now navigating at 10 knots. As you will see, the transition from displacement to ploughing mode is very gradual.
Ecco, siamo già a 20 nodi, ormai.
We're already at 20 knots. Now the trim has changed and we're planing. The hull, as you can see, looks very well. We're at 23, 24 knots.
Siamo a 2000.
We're at 2000 RPM. In a few moments, we'll go full throttle.
C'è un po' di mare, ma abbiamo già superato i 37 nodi.
There are some waves, but we've already exceeded 37 knots. The maximum speed should be 38, but some waves are slightly blocking us.
Ed ecco, abbiamo visto 38,1.
And we have reached 38.1, the target speed promised by the datasheet.
Se volete sapere qualcosa dei consumi, stiamo viaggiando a 20.
If you want to know about consumption, we are travelling at 27 knots and consuming 200-210 litres per hour, which is 8 litres per mile.
L'autonomia è di 300 miglia.
The range is 300 miles at top speed, which increases rapidly when you reduce the throttle a bit. We are at full throttle. We're navigating at 37 knots, maybe even a little bit more than that. We are consuming 316 litres per hour, which is 10 litres per mile.